So you're putting time and money into your online marketing, but are you really tracking the things that matter? Today, we're going to cut through all that noise and figure out what numbers truly lead to more booked jobs for your local business. It's a frustrating question, isn't it? I mean, you hear it all the time. You've got to be everywhere online. You need to get your name out there. But hey, at the end of the day, a high view count on some report doesn't pay the bills. A full appointment book does. This is where a lot of business owners get stuck. It's something we can call the visibility trap. It feels like you're doing everything right, your business is showing up in searches, but for some reason, the phone just isn't ringing any more than it used to. And here's the heart of that trap. Seeing high traffic numbers, tons of impressions, it can feel like a big win, but those metrics don't tell the whole story. See, they measure activity, not results. It's kind of like having a huge billboard on the busiest highway, but nobody ever actually takes the exit to come find you. So, how do we fix that? How do we bridge that gap between someone seeing your business online and actually hiring you? Well, it all starts with understanding the customer's journey and zeroing in on the actions that turn a viewer into a paying customer. Okay, think about it like this. Imagine all the people who see you online are just pedestrians walking past your physical shop. Some might glance at your sign as they pass, but most just keep on walking. A much smaller group might slow down, kind of peer into the window. And then an even smaller group will actually open the door and come inside. All right, let's put some real numbers on this to see what I mean. Your marketing report might proudly say that 10,000 people saw your business in search results last month. We call these impressions. It's a huge number, and it feels great. But really, these are just all the people walking by on the street. They haven't shown any real interest, at least not yet. Now here's where it gets interesting. Out of those 10,000 people just walking by, maybe only 150 of them actually click to visit your website. That's a huge drop, right? But these 150 people are way more important. They've stopped, turned, and decided to look in your window. They're showing some real intent. And this is the whole point. Out of the 150 who are curious enough to look in the window, only 3 people actually opened the door and picked up the phone to call you. These are the only numbers that can directly become a booked job. And that's exactly why focusing only on that big 10,000 number is so misleading. The goal isn't just to get more traffic walking by, it's to get more people to open that door. And that right there is the huge difference between what we call vanity metrics and action metrics. Vanity metrics, things like impressions and traffic, they make you feel good, but they don't really pay the bills. Action metrics, on the other hand, things like phone calls or quote requests, those are the signs of a customer who is ready to go. To make this super simple to track, let's use a little framework. We'll call it the customer action path. It's just a clear 3-stage journey that helps you focus on the right numbers at the right time. The path has 3 simple steps. First up is discovery, which is where a potential customer finds you. Next is consideration, where they're trying to figure out if you're the right choice. And finally, there's action. That's the moment they actually reach out. So let's break down what to track for each one. So first up, discovery. This is pretty straightforward. It's all about the right people finding you in the first place. So here, things like your local search rankings and the views on your business listings are important. You have to show up when someone is looking for exactly what you do, right where you do it. This is the foundation. Okay, so they've found you. Now comes the consideration stage. This is where they're asking themselves, is this business legit? Can they actually solve my problem? The things to track here are clicks to your website and, believe it or not, views of your photos. These actions show they're looking deeper. And don't sleep on the simple stuff here. I mean, check this out. Businesses with good, up-to-date photos can get 42% more requests for directions. That's huge. Good photos build trust, and they really push a customer to take that next step. And that brings us to the final and honestly, the most important stage, action. These are the metrics that have the highest value, period. Phone calls, requests for directions, contact forms getting filled out on your website. These are the finish line. Every single one is a real person trying to give you their business. So the big question is, what makes someone move from just discovering you to actually taking action? Well, it really all boils down to one word, trust. So let's look at the key signals that tell a customer, hey, this is a safe, reliable choice. First and foremost, it's your reputation. When a potential customer is sizing you up, this is what they're looking for. They want to see that other real people have had a great experience with you. And your positive reviews, they're the most powerful proof you've got. And this isn't just a feeling. The data is crystal clear on this. A staggering 88% of people trust online reviews just as much as a personal recommendation from a friend. Your reviews are basically your digital word of mouth. They are absolutely critical. All right, the second big trust signal is consistency, specifically something called NAP consistency. That just stands for your business name, address, and phone number. Making sure this info is exactly the same everywhere, on your website, on Google, everywhere else is so important. Any little inconsistency can create doubt. Okay, so let's tie all of this together. When you strip away all the marketing jargon and the confusing reports, what does this all boil down to? What actually matters? If you remember one thing from this, let it be this. Success isn't just about being seen. It's about being chosen. Getting seen is just the starting line. The real goal is to get that potential customer to see you, then to trust you, and finally, to choose you instead of your competitor. Look at it this way. Thousands of impressions, they have a pretty low value for your business directly. Hundreds of clicks, that's better. That shows some real interest. But even a handful of actual phone calls, that's where the real value is. That's what turns into booked jobs and actual revenue. You want to focus on what moves that needle all the way to the right. So I'm going to leave you with a simple question to ask yourself about your own marketing. When you look at your reports, are you measuring activity or are you measuring results? Are you chasing views or are you chasing jobs? Hey, if you found this helpful and want more practical insights just like this, make sure to subscribe. And if you'd like some expert help focusing your local SEO on what really matters, getting more booked jobs, visit the team over at Proper Marketers.